and winner of the Daytona 500 is Ernie Irvan, the Morgan McClure Chevrolet.
Morgan McClure Chevrolet. That's all I got this week.
All right, thanks. Appreciate
it. What's going on, everybody? Clean Air Show, episode 76, the Toyota Save Mart 350 at Sonoma pre-race show. Comments already going off. We got our Austin-centric fan in the chat with a honk. We got Brandon in here, Drips_11 with a honk. We got Coop Daddy in here. Heim time.
Coop. I'm a believer now. I'll take back all the bad shit I said about him before.
We got Junior with a Corey Heim has that dog in him. Damn right. And this is a topic that we're going to discuss, but I agree with this wholeheartedly.
Honestly, my opinion, it made a much better race to watch, number one. Number two, we ran that track on iRacing. That track was tough.
That was really tough.
It was bumpy. I mean,
you as someone who's got a little bit of like not road course experience, but like more on iRacing than I've got, and you were struggling with it just as much as I was.
I struggled all week there, dude. I could not get it together, no matter what car I was in.
Yeah, I thought it was a really good race.
It was very technical. That's the way I'll put it. It was a very technical track. And
you really didn't know. So, like, we go to Sonoma, we go to Watkins Glen, we go to Coda, we used to have the Roval. It would always be like, all right, so it's SVG versus the field. And, like, even so, Naval Base Coronado was the same way, but it wasn't for sure. You didn't know who was going to win. I mean, you had...
honestly, this season alone, I believe, I don't know what they've done with the road course package, but I think they've evened the playing field a lot.
Yeah, it's not such a runaway with SVG anymore. And man, yesterday he looked really good in the O'Reilly race, and it was his race to lose, absolutely. But even there, he kind of looked a little human at points.
I didn't watch. We were out for Brendan's birthday, actually. A bunch of us went out go-karting, so I didn't
Happy
get
birthday,
to see
Brendan.
That was a couple weeks ago, but it was actually a month ago. But no, like I watched the highlights, and like I told you, it was a really uneventful race, honestly. You had Allgaier, who I think he went off the track at least 8 times.
Yeah, I think SVG's advantage on road course racing definitely comes in when you have those long green flag runs where not only are you managing fuel, but you're managing tire, you're setting corners up. That's where it comes in. And I mean, that's where he lost the race last week in San Diego is restart happens. And listen, blame Austin Hill all you want. He overdrives the corner. Absolutely. SVG not checking up even the slightest and just running right into the back of Austin Hill kind of causes that wreck. Because I think they make it through that corner, everybody unscathed, if he either dips to the inside or just lets up a little bit.
My opinion.
What's that?
You should not try to go 3 wide that early. Like, I understand you want to get out front, but if you're that much quicker, let them go. That's what, honestly, I think caused that is the call of 3 wide. I think kind of, I don't know if Austin Hill got confused and tried to maybe leave room when he said he's peeking 3 wide or something, because you never say looking. Something
it's
looking.
And it's stage 2, man. Like, there's a whole race to still go. Like, there is no need to be that aggressive at that point in the race. Coop, remember when Vince swore Connor was going to be better than Corey and Cup in a piece together 4th on charter car wins before a charter car? Let's call a spade. Number one, where 2311 is right now is better off than where Trackhouse is right now. Regardless.
I think, honestly, I'm not saying Connor's running bad at all. I mean, he's had some bad luck. Absolutely. He junked 3 weeks in a row, junked it on freaking start of the race 3 weeks in a row. But like for what he's in versus what Corey's in, I think he's running about average for that field right now.
Yeah, I mean, Ross being the outlier everywhere but road courses, SVG being SVG, except for last week, they're about running what they are. And 2311 has won with Reddick. How many freaking races this year? Now you add Heim into it. Like, that team is so much better off than Trackhouse is. And the flip side of that is Heim's got a lot more starts and a lot more seat time in this next gen car than Zilich has.
Mm-hmm.
In a lot better equipment too. And I think there's something to say,
Zilich
Phil.
In a big 3 car.
What's
I
that?
think put Zilich in a big 3 car. It's a different story.
Yeah, I agree with that. Phil, you and I talked about this last week, maybe. And I almost forgot where I was going with that, but
it happens.
We talked about something last week and it was kind of in agreement. I don't know. Oh, I remember what it was. Heim runs a lot of truck series races, doesn't run a lot of O'Reilly. And I think the trucks drive a lot more like the next gen does in comparison to how the O'Reilly car runs in comparison to the next gen. And I think that helps a ton.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know, like, sorry, I had to get up and let the dog out for a minute. I think the biggest problem that I think is going on with Connor is that he only has very few starts, like you said, in the trucks. But I think he has more experience in like a road racing aspect where those cars aren't even close. Like he came from what, a Miata Cup or something. Those things have no balls. You know, you can drive the shit out of them, and I think that might be part of it. You know, he's still driving that hard. He's trying to drive the shit out of it, and honestly, you got to finesse it. You can't, drive the hell out of it. And that's my opinion. That's kind of how I see it. I'm not doubting the kid at all. I think the kid is absolutely great. What he did last year was phenomenal, even after falling off his car and messing himself up.
And let's look at the whole scope of things. Zilich at the end of stage 1 last week looked really good.
Mm-hmm.
Started off stage 2 right where he needed to be. A lot of Zilich's issues this year have been things out of his control. You had the wreck last week. That was out of his control. Numerous tire part failures the previous 6-7 weeks. It's all stuff out of his control. It's not like he's driving down into a turn and throwing it right in the wall. You know? I think just the level of where 2311 is compared to Trackhouse is like taking a leap off the Eiffel Tower.
I'll agree.
I just think it goes to show truck to cup translates more now than O'Reilly to cup. Yeah. That delay's a bitch. And the 6-7 car won, man. 6-7.
6-7.
It's a nice hat, Phil. I'm still waiting on mine to come in.
Thanks, buddy. I wasn't expecting mine when you said, "Oh yeah, I haven't even gotten the shipping yet on mine," and mine's.
I think mine's is delayed because of the shirt.
Probably.
I think the shirt, once that's up and available, it'll go. Yesterday with Zilich, wasn't it in his qualifying run he had a flat tire or something?
Yep.
So it's all stuff just out of his control.
I wouldn't count him out today.
No, I wouldn't either. There's a lot of guys that are starting towards the back that I could see being there at the end today.
The thing that'll screw him is pit stops.
Yeah, because you have to flip the stages here to have a chance.
Yeah, being that far back on pit road, that's what's going to screw him.
Can't confirm this because I shotgunned a beer with you when you FaceTime me afterwards. That's not an exaggeration. Bush. Practicing qualifying was crazy yesterday. For those of you looking for the race today on Prime, just know it is on TNT.
Oh, speaking of practice and qualifying, how about that Austin Green wreck, bro?
Yeah, the Austin Green wreck from Friday, where to me it looks like brake failure because you see the little puff coming out of the tires when he's
almost
under braking.
Like there's not a very good video of it really that you can see close.
You don't see down the straightaway into that turn. You just see that turn.
It looked like he lost him, and then all of a sudden they came in and they locked up, like he was pumping the shit out of him. Yeah,
it's like he looks to me like he went to press the brake pedal and it just probably went right to the floor.
In my opinion, honestly, you look at that series versus the Cup Series, you don't have very many brake failures in the Cup Series now.
No.
I mean, hold on. Let me take that back.
Well, Pocono is always
we have rotors exploding, so we won't even talk about that.
Right.
That's a different story. That's shitty equipment. That's what we'll call that.
I will say, Phil, just a little side note here. After this week is when I think the season starts. Does that make sense? Like from here you go.
This is the big push.
This is that stretch. This is that dog days of summer. Who's going to come out of this in the best shape? Following this, we go to Chicagoland, then Echo Park, Wilkesboro, Indy, off week, Iowa, Richmond, New Hampshire, Daytona, which you and I will be at. That was all finalized this past week.
Tickets are purchased. Garage passes are acquired.
Yep. So this is where we're going to find out how this chase is going to really shape up. Who's going to be there? Can anybody close that gap any more than what Denny Hamlin did to Tyler Reddick? 4th, 5th, and 6th are separated by 6-7 points right now. It's tightening up.
6-7.
Reddick had a chance to win the race last week. Made some contact with Corey Heim. Let Corey Heim go. What was your thoughts on that? Because I'm going to segue into what happened later to Reddick after that.
A+ move.
Yeah, that's how you race a teammate.
That's how you race in general. That's I'm not going to say I did it all the time, but that's how I was taught. If you get into somebody, at least give them a chance to gather it up, unless you're driving in there just with all intentions of junking them. May or may not have done that at the go-kart track last night.
I mean, I think Reddick did the right thing. The little bit of contact caused his right front to go down, I think it was. I don't know. One of his tires went down. Reddick has been kind of doing what I was fearing, what you and I talked about midway through the season. You've got to keep this run consistent because it's great you're up to that giant points lead, but that can evaporate quick after several bad weeks. I'm not saying Reddick has had any, super poor weeks, but he's definitely kind of in that point where he's not consistently in the top 5. It's more top 10s or it's more top 15s,
Mm-hmm.
Everybody else
he's doing what he needs to do, though.
Right. He's manage the gap.
Yeah. Just run consistent, get stage points, do what he's got to do, and I think he's doing all of that. In my opinion, right now, finishes are he can do whatever the hell he wants.
Right. Looking through this points standings, Reddick and Hamlin are running away with it. Those are your two front runners. I think right now maybe Hamlin more so than Reddick is your front runner for the championship. But you look at Ryan Blaney in third, carrying the Penske banner. Listen to these stats for Blaney, though. 1 win, 3 top 5s, 12 top 10s. Man has 3 top 5s, and he's third in points. Meanwhile, he's surrounded by guys that Reddick with 10, Hamlin with 9, Larson with 7, Ty Gibbs with 6, Chase with 5. All these guys are doing a lot better than he is. Ryan Blaney has taken that Chase Elliott role where they work on that car all race long to finally get it to where it can be competitive. And while he might be top 15, top 20 during the first 2/3 of that race, He's always there at the end.
Yeah, and I mean, dude, the Toyota domination in general this season is absolutely insane.
Yeah.
These Ford and Chevy guys, they need to step their game up. They're they're not running bad, but Toyota's just doing what they got to do, and they're winning 90% of the races this season.
I think Chevy's starting to figure it out a little bit. Like, they're definitely better off now than they were the first 6 weeks of the season. It's tough when you go back to back San Diego, Sonoma road courses. You really don't. There's not a good baseline to go off of there. But these next 3 weeks, I think, is where you see Chevy start to kind of turn that table.
Yeah, and like the biggest thing that I've noticed is like the 1.5-mile programs. That's honestly where I think everybody is really tight, is on the 1.5 miles. So I think everywhere else, Toyota just looks good. The short track stuff, sorry, let me rephrase. I said that backwards. 1.5 mile stuff, Toyota has it down. Everywhere else is where everybody looks good. Martinsville, think about that. Ford, Bowman Gray, like the 1.5 miles, Toyota's taking most of them.
I'm sorry, I was scrolling through the points. There are 1, 2, 3, 4 drivers without top 10 finishes this year. Only 4. Who are they?
Ty Dillon.
Ty Dillon is 1.
Cody Ware.
Cody Ware is 2.
Noah Gragson.
Not Noah. Noah's got 1.
Really? Are we talking just full-time people?
Full-time. Yep, just full-time people.
Let me go look at the starting lineup and see.
We talked a lot about one of these guys a lot so far today.
Connor Zilic?
Connor Zilic is 1, and we're missing the final one. Single car team. Chevrolet single car team.
Ricky Stenhouse?
Cole Custer.
Oh, I forgot they're Chevy now. That's right.
What's up, Brent Holmes?
Oh, Brent Holmes. He was with us last night. We had a good time.
Almost had to bail you out of jail last night, Phil.
It's all right. I got up out of my go-kart. I got my shit out of the locker. I made my way to the exit. I made my way to the truck. Didn't say a word to nobody. Not a word.
You've been in enough of those situations.
I knew when it happened. It did not concern me at that point. It did not.
Oh man, we have our what an idiot.
Phil Ellis?
No. Of Twitter here. But I'm sorry.
New segment we're trying to start working in, by the way. What an idiot of the week.
Yeah, we stole that from Door Bumper Clear.
Yeah, what an idiot of the week.
2 crew members go for a missing wheel on this pit stop.
Oh my God.
Each you get in cars. This is how
Make
you
that
stop
bigger,
in 56.
Doug.
Well, best to have the right number of wheels, and there is just the proof. Front of the car, dragged along, not very far, but that was enough to set that. Oh, hold on a second.
Just how bothered they are about it. How quickly
Dude, he went for it twice, and then he's like, go back. The best part is he's looking at it like, where the hell did it go?
Is it under the hood?
You can see just how bothered they are about it. How quickly they are.
I don't see it.
It's just there, the fire.
What an
Best
idiot.
to have the right number of wheels, and there is just the proof. Front of the car, dragged along, not very far, but that was enough to set that. Oh, hold on a second. We better put that out.
You can see
Right.
just how bothered they are about it. How quickly that they are. Putting this problem. It's just there, the fire.
So bad.
Just there, front left, just there. And out it goes.
And then he goes back there
Driver
again.
still sitting on board.
Oh my God.
That's what happens when I just randomly open up Twitter to look for news today. That's the first thing that pops up. Had a blast. Wanted to headbutt that guy as soon as he started talking to the kid like that.
See, it wasn't just me.
What an idiot. That's something that old Phil Ellis Racing would do.
Negative. My two guys were on it. Dude, cool story about me and Brent Holmes. So Brent Holmes used to be the backstretch flag man at Punta Gorda.
Yeah.
Well, one night I didn't have a spotter. So
Okay.
he took my headset and was literally spotting for me while he was fucking working the racetrack. Good times.
Oh, man. Can you imagine going over the wall? You're going, they had to have radioed like, hey, left front's gone.
Maybe he thought it was the other left front. I don't know.
Just jump over the wall. Go to change a tire. It just ain't even there.
Oh man.
Fool me once. Shame on you.
I'm gonna bust out the historian because it's a short one today. So
We're gonna start getting to a lot of short ones here because there's not many.
77's got quite a few.
77's got a few, and 88's gonna have a few.
Yeah. All right. So in NASCAR Cup Series competition, the 76 car started 317 races, 0 wins, 2 poles, 12 top 5s, 60 top 10s, and 123 DNFs. From 1962 to 1973, Ben Arnold drove the 76 in 126 of his 132 career starts. In his career, he earned 21 top 10 finishes with a best finish of 6 3 times. 1972, he finished 10th in final point standings. After one start in 1973, Arnold retired. Larry Frank drove the car for 51 races in 1956 through 1961. Earl Brooks started 23 races from 1967 to 1968. And to tell you how short this list is, other notable names.
Wow.
We're there already. Rob Tyner, 18 starts. Mike Potter, 12 starts. George Green. Son of a bitch, George Green. That son of a bitch. He had 10 starts in there. I knew he was shady, dude. He was probably a moonshiner. That's probably what his whole get-up. J.D. McDuffie, 9 starts. Tiny Lund, 6 starts. Hut Strickland, 3 starts. Ron Hornaday Jr., 3 starts. Tommy Kendall, 2 starts. And the immortal Red Farmer, 2 starts.
Wow.
Because it's not the immortal Hulk Hogan anymore because he ain't with us no more. He don't look in no more.
You know what we haven't talked about yet, Phil?
What's that, buddy?
Noah Gragson, Kevin Magnuson from last week.
Somebody needed to just stop talking and throw a punch. I mean,
well, I thought Noah would have learned by now. You know, you keep leaving that face wide open for that right hook. You've got to start defending yourself a little bit here. I think Noah learned from his run-in with Ross a couple years ago that he probably shouldn't be in the fight.
but like, here's my thing. Like, and you know me, I'm a big Noah guy. I like Noah.
Right.
Noah's my boy. Why would you just keep asking the same question over and over again?
Yeah, and
like, use your damn words. Like, if you're pissed off, walk up there and talk to the guy, not why. Like, over and over.
I understand Noah being pissed at the situation, but I also look at what K-Mag did, and I'm like, it's road course. Like,
I was kind of impressed by him all weekend.
Yeah, he had the fastest lap last weekend.
He ran a decent race. He was like probably top 15 to 25 all race, which was about where I expected him. I mean, I thought he ran a good, decent race. Was he in the middle of stuff? Hell yeah, everybody was. That was just the track. I mean, I knew after running it on iRacing, there were going to be some feelings hurt at that track.
It kind of falls in line with the I don't know what Noah wanted him to do. I get it. He's not competing for points. He's here to basically fill a seat, draw sponsors, get the team a payout. But you're also racing. He ain't just going to roll over for you just because you're a regular here. And just in the same aspect like you would do if you raced in whatever form of racing he's in. You're not just gonna.
Me and Brent Holmes had this conversation at the go-kart track last night, dude. They use a blue move over flag down there. I ain't moving over for nothing. Get your ass by me if you're that much faster than me. Get out of here.
We're gonna work on that.
Well, yeah, we've already had discussions.
We're gonna work on that.
We need to sit down and talk graphics again, Brent Holmes, and figure out what we're putting together there.
I want to be in on those conversations just to be there for them.
Well, we all need to go out and have lunch one day.
A little lunch,
Little wings.
I'm pretty much on call. For the next
I know
week.
you're a little tied up right now.
I'm a little tied up right now.
We're on baby watch, ladies and gentlemen. We're on baby watch.
Officially on baby watch. Sounds good to him.
That's my dog, Brent Holmes.
Well, we could probably do it from the hospital while Gwen's giving birth. They got a cafe up there.
Yeah, they got a hell of a cafe, dude. We can do that. They put the race on for us, you think?
Gwen will be right back. We got to talk racing real quick.
Call me if you need me. I'll be downstairs.
Some other news that came up. NASCAR's updating the bumper rules for short tracks. They're taking the foam out of the front and rear bumpers, so that there's more of a penalty for using them at short tracks. And I don't hate that at all. Was it last year where Brad launched it on Bell at Bristol?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, absolutely hits the shit out of his rear bumper.
I've been saying this to you all along. Like, these cars are too stiff. Like, they can. I mean, we've seen the last couple weeks they're getting some shit tore up. But like,
they're definitely tearing some shit up.
In general, you take out the element of the toe link, which we all know there's some improvement that could be made in that department, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, these things they're freaking tanks, dude.
Yeah,
they can take licks and be right back up. Look at Reddick at what was that, Atlanta, missing the right front fender, win the freaking race. You know, the car overall, they've done an absolutely great job in the engineering of this car.
100%.
But it's killed the racing at most places.
Sorry, I'm trying to pull my next thing up here. There just wasn't much news this week.
Not really, no.
There wasn't really any silly
You
season
know
stuff
something we
this
never
week.
did talk about silly season wise last week? I don't think the old Jesse Love stuff, did we?
I think
I can't remember. We might have touched on it, I think. I don't remember though.
I think we did. Was that the week that Cooper was here for you? That might have been that week.
Might have been. Might have
But
been
like
when I was out hanging out with the mouse, dude.
It's tough when NASCAR goes out west because it feels like the 2 weeks that they're out there, you don't hear nothing. Like, it's very minor stories coming out. Like I see Spire.
Let me ask you one opinion.
What's that?
Let me ask you one opinion. One thing I did want to touch on, and we didn't really put much into the O'Reilly's race. So, how do you feel about that Corey Day move that caused that wreck in the last turn yesterday? Like, I'm for it. I don't think he did anything wrong.
I don't think he did anything wrong.
The only thing I question about it is how much speed he had. I don't think the guys who were already slowed down for the corner, which is what caused the wreck, actually knew he was coming.
I mean, I go back. I don't know if when you were watching the highlights you saw this, but there was a time towards the end of the race where it's after they go through the uphill, they make that right to come down the straight, then they hit right before the S's. I don't know what turn number that is, but
that right-hander you're talking about?
Yep. Right there, Brent Cruz went in 3 wide, which you can't go 3 wide through that corner. I'm assuming was told that he was 3 wide and immediately backed out of it and let the other 2 go and then dropped in behind him. Like, that's being aware. I don't think anything Corey Day did was wrong necessarily, but also it falls under what you and I say all the time: live to race another race.
If you're that much faster, you're going to get by him in the next couple laps.
Right. Like, you don't need those 2 spots right there. Like, go work on them the next lap. A lap here is a minute and a half. Like,
I say it in NASCAR,
fine.
but I never said that in my real career, dude. We're moving on.
Right.
The hell out of the way.
So, like, I really think Corey Day has cleaned it up. He's had some flashes of those early season things.
Him and Corey Heim both, I was one of the biggest doubters of both of them, and I have given them the utmost credit this year because they have stepped their shit up. And these are the new faces, guys. Like, that's 100%. These are the next up-and-coming guys we need to watch.
Right. I agree with you. Brent Holmes, the only reason why I haven't talked about this yet is because, yes, it sounds like Dodge might be going cup racing in 2027, but there's still a big there's a big scenario out there that it might not be Colleague, it might be Roush carrying that banner next year.
I saw that thing I sent to you with that Roush Performance Ram that popped up on my feed.
It's a big possibility, and it falls in line with how it sounds that Ford is starting to take a step back in the NASCAR side of things. Would you ever think in a million years that you'd see Roush run a different manufacturer than Ford?
I'm going to have to find a new favorite driver, or I'm going to be all Ryan Priest, dude. I'm a Dodge guy. No, I'm just kidding. I am a Ram
guy. Ty Dillon guy next year,
nah,
dude.
You get the hell out of here, dude. We ain't even got no top 10s.
Big Ty Dillon guy.
Nice watch you got on there, dude. I like that.
Yeah, you like that? The old
that's good.
The old Florida watch.
Florida watch, yeah.
We can all be in the waiting room having our meeting. But yeah, like it was just a kind of a slower news week. Not much really going on.
Next race for trucks is Lime Rock, which will be 2 weeks.
Yeah.
The 11th.
Yeah. Wow. They're off for a month almost.
Uh-huh. Their schedule's really, really weird. Like, I was looking at it last night. So, like, well, they had the 12th off. Then they ran last week at Coronado. They're off for 2 weeks. Then they run for 3 weeks. Then they're off for 2 weeks. Then they run for 2 weeks. Then they're off for 3 weeks. Then they run for 2 weeks. They're off for a week, and then 5 weeks straight at the end of the season. So they've got a really funky schedule. And I mean, like, the beginning of the season is the same way. Oh, excuse me. They ran 3 races to start, 2 off, 1 on, 1 off, 2 on, 2 off. Then they ran 6 in a row before this stretch where it starts with week on, week off, week on, week off.
Right.
So I like it, though. I think it makes that series that much more enjoyable.
I would agree.
Because you're not seeing them 40 weeks out of the year.
Let's do our big junk for last week.
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
I don't know why my Alexa in the hallway just went off for saying that.
Ask her who she thinks big junk for Naval Base Courthouse.
Let's see. We did Michigan. We did not do one for Pocono. Who was getting it for Pocono?
I don't remember.
I don't remember who got it for Pocono either.
Christopher Bell and Chase Elliott.
Well, that was Michigan.
Oh, that was Michigan. You're right. Big Junk Award would be Josh Berry.
Would it be Joshua Berry?
Josh Berry triggered the stage 2 incident after getting into the wall off 3, bouncing into traffic, collecting several contenders. That's textbook big junk material.
That is,
according to ChatGPT.
ChatGPT is giving us Josh Berry for Pocono.
Okay, now let's ask it.
Dude, we got to give it to that fan last week.
I'll agree with that one.
The fan that hopped the fence.
I don't know that wreck in O'Reilly's,
Which one?
the big one.
The one that broke the wall?
Yeah.
That was the 91, wasn't it?
No, I'm talking about the one where who was it? Sam Mayer or somebody hit the inside wall.
It was Sam Mayer. That's who I was thinking of. That's why I was thinking of the one.
So
Sam
according
Mayer.
to ChatGPT, for the inaugural naval-based Coronado weekend, my Big Junk Award goes to SVG. It almost feels wrong giving SVG the award because he had one of the fastest cars. He won the pole, looked like the favorite, then stuffed it into the barriers after wheel hop, sent him into the wall on a restart.
I don't think he wheel hopped.
I don't think he wheel hopped. I think he just absolutely fucking wrecked it.
I don't think he wheel hopped at all.
Honorable mentions: Christopher Bell for climbing out early because of his injured wrist. Not really
No, I
junk.
can't. That's not big junk material.
Just a weekend that unraveled faster than cheap duct tape. The concrete walls. Street circuits always demand payment, and those barriers collected enough sheet metal to open their own body shop. Multiple races slowed down by crashes and barrier repairs. Dude, I love ChatGPT.
Dude, that's a good big junk right there.
That would be a good big jump.
Because remember, in the O'Reilly race, we had Corey Day getting all of his laps back because he hit a storm drain that ended up in his radiator. You had numerous red flags due to them fixing the track. I would give it
Let's just give it to the track.
I would give it to the track.
Mm-hmm.
The racing was actually really good, and I don't want that to be lost in this whole thing. But the track itself, track management, Phil.
Track setup.
Track setup, track layout.
Track layout. There we go. Overall, though, I give it a 10 out of 10. That was a great, like, I was not expecting racing to be that good. And we had no preview of the racetrack.
No.
Until iRacing came out with it, literally a week before. That was the first time anybody had seen the layout.
I agree. I think big junk for this week's going to go to probably Austin Green.
Oh my God, yeah.
Unless we see something today that's different.
Unless somebody does barrel roll, that'll be the only thing.
Somebody does a barrel roll.
Give it a 10.
Who are you picking today? If you can't pick SVG, who are you picking today? We'll do the same thing we did last week. You take Ty Gibbs. I will go. Who do I want to go with today? Who did I think had an outside shot when I was looking at it earlier?
Dude, most improved driver on the year for sure. Ty Gibbs.
Yeah, I give that to you.
All Tyrone.
I will go with a Michael McDowell.
Yeah, that's a good choose.
A good choose.
Good choose.
What do you have for fantasy today, Phil?
I have got SVG, Michael McDowell, Connor Zilich, Tyler Reddick, Ty Gibbs, and I've got one Austin Hill in the garage.
Wait, one more time. Who do you got?
SVG,
Okay.
Michael McDowell, Connor Zilich,
We have the same fucking lineup.
Tyler Reddick, and Ty Gibbs with Austin Hill in the garage.
We have the same exact lineup.
Same garage and everything?
Yeah, same. Well, I mean, Ty Gibbs in my garage, but I'll switch that before the stage is over, I'm sure.
Dude, Austin Hill's picture on NASCAR.com makes him look a little special.
Wait a minute. Who do you got for the matchups?
Let me get Daniel Suarez,
Okay.
Michael McDowell,
All right.
AJ Allmendinger,
Okay.
Carson Hocevar.
The only one I had different was Briscoe over Allmendinger. So Phil and I have 10 points on the line here.
This could be a good one.
Oh, man.
My bracket's going to go perfect so I can win a milli, dude.
Dude, I'm still hung up on the Bell one because it sounds like Bell is going to run the whole race today, but fuck, it's a tough pill draw with Chastain in there, and especially
Dude, like-
qualifying better.
Like we were saying before we came on here, man, that's tough with the broken hand. Like I get a circle track, an oval, whatever, but the road course, I don't know.
The only reason why I left it the way I did with Bell is I don't have Bell going much farther. I think I have him beating Busher. Actually, you know what? I think I have him beating Hamlin at Echo Park, so I do have him going a little bit deeper. I'm just in hopes that Bell can get through today. I think the next 3 tracks kind of set up well for him.
This is a good wild card, I think, though, for that bracket.
I hate that it starts here. I absolutely hate that it starts here.
What else we got, dude?
Dude, I don't have much anything. I really don't. I've looked through all the news and stuff, and I haven't seen nothing.
I'm going to ask ChatGPT a quick question, and let's see what it says.
We got Low Cash performing the pre-race concert at Daytona here in a couple weeks.
Woo! If we're handing out a season so far Big Junk Award after 17 races, there are a few worthy nominees. Humans have an uncanny ability to turn race cars into modern art. Big Junk Award so far for this season, Josh Berry.
Yeah.
Josh Berry gets my vote. Why? He's been involved in multiple incidents that he either ruined his own day or took out other contenders. The Pocono crash was one of the biggest here comes the cleanup crew moments of the season. He's sitting around 30th in points with only a couple top 10s after 15 plus races, and his departure from the team has already been announced. Runner up,
Zilich,
Sam
probably.
Mayer.
Oh wow, Sam Mayer. Sam Mayer's wrecked a fuck ton this year.
The sole reason they're giving it to him is triggering the 25-car pileup at Naval Base Coronado, earns an automatic lifetime nomination for anything called the Big Junk Award. He immediately owned the mistake, but the junkyard invoice was legendary.
He has torn up a bunch of shit this year.
What's up, Jesse?
What's going on, Jesse?
Honorable mentions, SVG. Insanely fast on road courses, but a couple self-inflicted mistakes have cost him wins that looked almost certain. Joey Logano, because not because he's wrecking everything, but because expectations were championship level and the results have been well below that for much of the first half of the season.
Okay.
If your Big Junk Award is more of a tongue-in-cheek race recap show, Josh Berry is clear winner. Between crashes, disappointing results, and losing his ride, 2026 has been one long reminder that motorsports is spectacularly efficient at turning optimism into scrap metal. I love ChatGPT, dude. It comes out with some good
Mine
shit.
tried to tell me to be nice just now, so
Did you ask who the biggest non-driving fuck of the year is?
let me catch up on some of these real quick. The only thing I can remember this week was go-karting, Hill and Connor, Big Junk. Everyone in Xfinity gets it for San Diego. The manhole cover, I give it a 10.
Damn.
Brent's taking host of our AJ needs to come go-kart with us next time. Yeah.
We already had this. The only reason he didn't this week was because he's on baby watch.
Yeah, that'd be an awful phone call to get. I mean, a great one, but awful at the time.
I could get you there pretty quick.
Speaking of go-karting, I bruised my shoulder.
Nice job.
Big Junk goes to Brandon.
We'll talk about that after. Because I did buy your video from the last race last night, and holy shit, did you junk it, dude. You got big junk.
You got Big Junk.
You got big junk.
Phil, that's as much as I hate to say we've got a short show today. That's pretty much it, man. I don't know what else we could talk about.
Do want to do one good shout out. Shout out Patrick Starpoli last week, running up front, running decent, and then had a flat tire, finished 20th.
Oh, I have a question.
Want to go find him when we're at Daytona. That's one of my goals, is to find Doc.
Here's a question. Speaking of Daytona and all that,
Yeah, what you got, buddy?
is Josh running Daytona?
Don't know yet. Don't know yet. He was there this weekend. He ran Sonoma.
Okay.
I've heard he moved back home. I heard they moved back here.
Really?
Just shit I've heard. I don't know.
Have you seen him out and about?
I've not. Friends with him and his wife on Facebook, though.
He finished 27th yesterday. Not terrible.
Dude, we
Finished
need
right
to go-
behind Justin Allgaier.
But besides going to Daytona in a couple weeks, bro, we need a racetrack night whenever you're not on baby duty.
Yeah. Yeah.
Me and Brent were talking about that last night.
It's also tough in the summer because, I mean, it's...
Most of the tracks are closed around here.
Yeah. And then if they're not closed, it's going to be raining. So that's all I got, man. That's it.
I got nothing.
Make sure you, well, first off, thanks for everybody tuning in today, afternoon,
This morning.
this morning, depending on where you are. Make sure you search up Clean Air Show. Make sure you subscribe, follow, turn on notifications so this way you get notified every time we upload some new content. Yeah, we're on TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter X, Instagram. We're on all those. Discord. If you're not in the in-season tournament and you want to be, there is a link on all of our social medias. You might have to scroll a couple posts to find it, but there is a link on our social media pages that has the link to join the in-season tournament.
You guys can just not come because you hit me under yellow.
Yeah, now Victor windmilled me is. Speaking of Victor windmilling, folks, we'll see y'all next week. Have fun today.